Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. We've got a lot to do today. As you know, with a project like this, we've got to go through the entire car, front to back, all four corners, and everything in between. So behind the scenes, as the project evolves, I'm trying to get the right people involved. For example, cleaning up all of this engine is probably going to be done much better by a professional. I want it to pop at the end. Same thing with some of the engine work, depending on what we discover. So all of your suggestions are super helpful. Please do keep those coming. They really help me out. Now today we're going to be looking at the health of this. We're going to be diving into it, see how it survived. But while it's out of the car, it makes sense. We're going to have a clean up in the engine bay area back there. I'm going to get changed, but before I do that, I've got to say a massive thank you to everybody, because this arrived in the post. It's my 100,000 subscriber play button award from YouTube. It really means a lot to me. I am super happy to get to this level, and it's going to go pride of place on the wall up there next to the prancing horse. So thank you very much, guys. Really do appreciate it.
He's forgotten his coffee again. I'll make him a fresh one.
Go on, get in there. Whoa. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Sorry, you caught me taking a break. This Ferrari project is pretty intense, and I wanted to take my mind off it for just a second, so I was playing Cashman Casino from today's video sponsor. I can enter the exotic world of African Dusk online slots or adventure with Tarzan, but my favourite is Timberwolf Diamond. The nice snow-covered cabin seasonal theme takes my mind off my day and immerses me in this brilliant slot machine game. And there's even a Facebook community, so you can hook up and play the game together. And by using my link below, if you're a new player, you're going to get extra coins. I've got to say a massive thanks to Cashman Casino for sponsoring this video and providing me with hours of fun. Please support my channel by installing the game. I put a link in the description below, and by using my link you're going to get an extra 1 million coins plus double experience points for 3 hours and a 15% coin shop boost for 6 hours. Now I really must put this down and get on with some work on this Ferrari. We're starting off with some engine work. Before I do anything on this, what I'm doing first is I'm going around and I'm taking a load of detailed pictures from everywhere on this engine. So when we go to put it back together, things such as, for example, spark plug wires, we know which way they route, where the clamps go, which way around the hose clips go, things like that. Just the orientation, very simple things, fuel lines, everything from up top, everything from down below. That builds up a lovely library. On top of that, I'm quite lucky, obviously I filmed this for you guys, so I got reference material on the video as well, but it just gives me a good chance of getting it all back together, just, you know, where these clamps go, everything like that. Okay, so let's whip these covers off and have a look. Let's see what it looks like behind, what gremlins we've got. Whoa, whoa, look at this. All the stuff that you miss when you're doing a cleanup because of the covers. So just vacuum it up. Not as bad on this side, hardly any debris, just a few little spider's webs, but the belts themselves actually look not too bad. Obviously you can never tell, but they definitely look tight enough. They've not slipped or anything like that, which is a great sign. There we go. But yeah, they're very old, and obviously they're going to be replaced. Water pump, we're going to go through all that as well. That's all coming off, and yeah, so far not too bad. Okay, aircon unit off, just gradually getting a bit more access. As you can see, a bit more debris down here, a bit more cleanup, but just helps us. This is not going to make any difference to testing at the moment. That's completely separate, so we can just access around it a bit more. Still got a lot of cleaning fluid and coolant in there. Okay, so we got a bit more access around it now. Now, having a look at it, the belts, I'm happy, seem to be pretty good. Obviously, we're going to be changing them, like I said. These, you might be thinking they're very rusty. That is common. Doesn't matter if the car is well looked after, well cared for. These rust up anyway. So that doesn't concern me. Water pump, like I say, it's all coming off. It's going to get rebuilt. So yeah, for the time being, that's good. I've got a leak down test on order, so we'll test all the cylinders. And we'll be just going a bit further in, getting all the covers off, but I'll be doing the test first of all. For now, until that turns up, we'll jump ship. We're going to do some other jobs around the car. Well, this looks like it's going to be my office for the next couple of hours. Let's get comfortable and start the cleanup. Now these are full of grease. They're coming off, but for the time being, let's put these sandwich bags to stop me getting filthy. What we have to be careful on these is all the little pipes that come off. This one's a big one, but they're small ones, because they really have a tendency to break easily on these fuel tanks. My 308 and the Ratarossa both had new fuel tanks because of it. So we just have to be real careful and just check around, make sure nothing is caught like that. There we go. There we go. Nice and slow. Yeah, good. Well, that is the worst fuel tank anyway, so let's get that out. It's real delicate. They're actually very light, but yeah, I just don't want to damage them at all. Oh, voila! Both tanks out, nice! With the tanks both out of the car now, one thing I really want to check is these filters down here. Just, if you look, you can already see it's really gummed up. Let's get those out and see how bad it is inside. This is my left side tank. My gosh, look at this. Can't even pull it out. Wow, I'm gonna have to put you on here. Let's have a look. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at that. What is that? Wow, I'm really... Wow. The hell. Look at that. Totally gummed up. Okay, let's try something. Watch this. Screwdriver. Oh man. Watch this. Guys, look at that. Absolutely solid. And my gloves, look at that. Now I'm not sure if you guys heard, but as I pulled this out of the tank, on both tanks there was a slight clonk. Now basically there should be a filter that sits on the end here, but it was so gummed up in there was no way of getting it out, and as I've pulled it, the filter has remained and dropped into the tank. Now the problem is, the tank is just not one hollow tank, there's different chambers in there, and getting this filter out is going to be a bit of a nightmare. So let's have a look with my scope. Now I want to have a look in there for two reasons. I want to see the condition. Obviously the tank is upside down at the moment, so this is the base of the tank. So let's have a look with my camera and you can see just how sludgy and disgusting it is in there. Let's have a look here, mainly really at this entrance here. So guys, if you've got a recommendation on how I can clean a tank like this, this is an aluminium tank, so it will clean up nicely, but how I can clean it ideally, or if there's a company out there that can clean these for me, that would be fantastic. I'm going to have a fish around now and see if I can see that filter inside. So I've got the tank the right way up now and I can see the filter. I'll show you on my phone, it's right there at the back. I'll also record my screen for this one. There you go, look at that. It's right there. It's actually a bit cleaner than I thought it was going to be. But how the heck am I going to get that out of both tanks when it just fits through that hole? I'm just going to hit the engine with a load of degreaser, spray it everywhere, just get rid of all of those years of grime. Bubbles. I'm going to finish off degreasing the engine a little later on because the postman's just arrived with this. So let's jump back onto the engine and start testing. Okay, let's see what results we get from this. This is the big one, so let's hook it up. That goes in there. Now the first problem I've noticed is that is my spark plug and the adapters are different sizes. Now I don't know if I can just screw that in. I probably could, to be honest. Straight in there, that's probably about the same size. It is, but I'm going to make it easy for myself. I'm going to use the adapter from my compression tester, which is that one. Alright, I know that's good. Right, let's hook this up. This is cylinder 1. Now what I need to do is I need to put the car to TDC. Now I've got some markings here. You just need to move that very slightly, and there's also one on the flywheel as well. So we're going to use those as a reference point, put it to TDC and then see what we get. Now somewhere on the flywheel, the problem is my flywheel is really rusty. We've got this bit here. If we take off this inspection plate, you can see just at the top, just there's some writing. Now, I think it should say 1 and 6, 1/6. All right, that is it. There we are, and that should also line up down here. There's our timing marks down here. Let's hope that's got enough pressure to get in our zone here. I think we're okay. We should at least have an indication if we're good or not. So we're going to build that up. Okay, good. Right, that's near enough, 100%. So what we need to do is hook up our line here, and we're good. Okay. That is strange. I have either got an absolute perfect one or I'm getting nothing through it. Very, very weird. Let me investigate something here. Right, so I have found the cause, which is extremely weird. In the end there, we have a Schroeder valve. Why you would have one of those in a leak down test, I don't know. This is not a dual purpose test. This is just a cylinder leak down test. So I'm going to have to remove that. There is no other way. I've looked to see if I've done this wrong. We've got line in. That is the only way around that can connect into there. And then that goes into my cylinder. So extremely weird. That is the kind of thing you would see on the compression tester like this. There's one in there. Right, so I'm going to get some tweezers and just take that out and see if it makes a difference. Okay, let's try that again. Done a full rotation and we're back up to 100 here. So if I hold that open, there we go. There we go, that is not bad. It's going down very slightly. But tiny. I can actually hear more of a leak from the actual spark plug hole here. You can hear it coming through there. Other than that, that's okay. So one is done. I'm going to go round. Let's try a few more. Right guys, the results of our leak down test. Cylinders 1 through to 6, not bad. Come around the other side, cylinders 7 through to 11, again, not bad. Cylinder 12, however, not good. I think we have a bit of a problem here. I'm going to get my friend Alex over. He's helped me out in the past. I'm going to get a second set of hands on this, second set of eyes, second opinion. We'll run through it and I'll show you what's happening. With Alex here, it's a really good opportunity. I'm going to get his expert opinion. We're going to go around the engine using my scope. He's also got his scope. And we're going to take a look down all of the 12 cylinders. And I'll get his opinion on the condition of each of those. What's that, 6?
All that grot is the top of the piston, you see?
Yeah.
You see the corner.
So all of that is just like gummed up crap.
Yeah, that is the carbon from when it's been running, and
right.
It's because it's been left for a long time, it's all gone bumpy.
Okay.
And you see how far up the piston goes to how far up it is, because that's the edge of the bore there.
Yeah. So then it is 7 through to 12, right? Here we go, there's my one. Should we have a quick look down here quickly?
Go and have a look with your one.
So the one, we were going to start with 12, weren't we? So if we look at that. So that is on full brightness now, okay? There we go.
You can see it there. Yeah. A big ring of corrosion, you see?
Yeah.
All the way around.
There we go.
And you see the lower down, you've got the hone marks that's where the piston's been.
That's where it's been sat for 12 years, yeah?
Those are the home marks from original when it was manufactured.
But that's the top of the piston there in the bottom right-hand corner,
that's
isn't it?
the top of the piston. That's your problem there. That's what that piston was sat up here.
Yeah.
And then grots got in there. That's what that line is all the way around there.
So to rectify that?
Well, you really need to take it apart.
Okay, and then what? A new liner needs to go in there?
No, you'd clean that up. Well, you'd inspect it. It doesn't look badly pitted because you can still see the score marks through it, so it can't be that deep.
That's these bits here, yeah? These cross lines here.
Yeah, that's the score from the original board.
Cool. Let's have a little twirl
What
around.
you're looking for is, rather than just being plain, is pitting.
Yeah.
Okay? You can see a bit of muck in there that has been obviously part of the grot that's come off of it. And that's the top of it. You see?
So we are trying cylinder 12. You can really hear that coming out now, can't you?
Yeah, that's coming
And
out.
that's going right down, so that's 0.
Well, that's the exhaust.
That's exhaust. Right, so where are you on the... Okay, yeah.
We're not far off TDC. It's just gone past TDC and it's open. That's on exhaust.
Okay. So the most we've got is about 90%, isn't it?
You can hear the exhaust valve shutting now. See? Now it's coming out the inlet.
You can still hear it down there. That's it. Yeah, now that's shutting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's shut.
That's shut exhaust.
Okay, but the point we've got is that this will rise very slightly. There you go. It's gonna, yeah, you can now hear it air out of the intake.
Yeah, well, I'll turn it round another one just to make sure it's not on the other side.
There we go, so there we go, we've got a needle movement, so we are 95%.
And it's coming up to the TDC again.
Yeah, there we go, and then we're gonna drop, there we go, so it's dropping. Yeah.
That's TDC on the other side.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, you can hear it coming out the exhaust. Alright. Next I'm going to be removing the cam covers from both sides. There's a possibility we've got something just like a stuck valve here, but mainly I want to have a look inside just to see what the condition is like. It's pretty damn clean, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, you're lucky. This hasn't got the. They're not under the cams on this. They're there. Look.
Oh right, yeah.
On the 328s, they're under the bolts. But you see what I mean by the studs? You have to get that all off straight.
Right.
I don't think you're going to have a problem on this engine, but sometimes they corrode up on the studs. They can be a rock bitch to get the heads off.
So my markings should be here. Now one of the ideas of getting the cam cover off this was to see if we potentially had a stuck valve. As you can see though, it is extremely clean in there, which is great news. And if I come in over here and look at cylinder 12, so this is our exhaust valve down here. Now I've got some really nice smooth movement on that. A little bit of movement there, which is good. Same on the intake up here, smooth movement on the valve. So kind of doesn't indicate that there's going to be any kind of issue there. The other thing I've just noticed on the camshaft here, there is our marking, very clear. I don't know why I couldn't see that. And there is our little notch there as well. So when those two are aligned, that's our TDC. But I don't think we've got a problem with the valves. It looks like we're going to have to go a bit further in on this one. Anyway, back to the drawing board and try and figure out what we can do next. Well guys, there you have it. I knew at some point we were going to hit a brick wall on this project. Unfortunately, it's in there. Potentially, it's a big one. Now I need to go away and figure out an action plan on this. You guys have got any thoughts or suggestions? Please do write those in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And you can also check out what I get up to on a daily basis over on my Instagram channel. Until the next one, guys, stay safe. Ciao for now.